Welcome, fellas. I am James of Jimmy Shaves a Lot. My name is James. My mom calls me Jimmy, and I shave a lot because of work, if you've wondered how I got the name. I'd like to introduce you to somebody with me today, Jim Jr. Popped up last night and decided to stick around. So he's going to be teaching us a few things about pain and taking it slow. I'm going to, the shave I kind of do is, I may even dub like the realistic shave, because it's things that I'd found kind of cheaper and more affordable, more likely of a regular guy to use. Well, I'll just start with this. There's a store here called TJ Maxx where they sell like department store things at clearance prices, maybe things that didn't get sold, such as this. This is great. But there's something wrong with the box, so they couldn't sell it in their store, in another store, but they sold it at TJ Maxx. I got this for $4.99, which is usually $13, $14. So that's the pre-shave. I'm just going to put some of that on, splash some cold water. And I always shave cold water. Just keeps my face kind of tough and helps me anyways, as far as razor bumps and burns and whatnot. The next thing I'm going to use it was not a scratch and dent, but it's really cheap, so it's something that anybody can afford. It's my first time using it. Is this caffeinated shave cream. So I've never used anything with caffeine in it, and I'm looking forward to trying it. I've seen a lot of videos about it, so it's worth a shot, right? It was $5. And something else that I want to show you, that the same place, TJ Maxx, these Vanderhagen mugs. So it came with the brush, you know, the Pure Badger brush, some soap, a stand in this mug. Now you can't see it, but there is a chip there. I colored in with the black permanent marker, and because of that, it was $6.99. So I got the brush, the soap, the sand, the mug for $6.99, $7. This is like a $20-something set, and this is the only problem, please. No big deal. And I mean, I know it's a Pure Badger brush. People say it's not great, but I mean, there really is no bad shave brush. Just shave brushes with different qualities, you know. So maybe you don't want a really nice brush or a very soft brush, you need a little scrub. Sure. Now you got a Pure Badger brush. I'm gonna use this brush today. It was handmade from that M's Place gifts that I like from Etsy, emsplace.com. So I'm from Kentucky, where they make the Louisville Slugger baseball bats, and this is an ash wood handle. Looks a lot like the Louisville Slugger bats. And the knot's great. It's 25 millimeters, and it's one of those things where I treated myself. Made a few extra bucks at work, and I felt like I deserved it. So I'm a valet attendant at a kind of upscale hotel. So I get okay base pay hourly, but I get tips. So I'm liable to have a really good week or a really bad week. When I have a good week and I can set some money aside, well, I get something nice. This week was a little bit rougher, so I had a bit of a budget that I had to stay in, which is fine. So I did treat myself still, because I did have a few decent tips throughout the week. So what I did was took a razor that I had bought, a Gillette Slim Adjustable. I sent it to Razor Emporium to get it tuned up, because I got it for $5 because it was in bad shape. Paid another, I hate to say it, but $40 to have Mr. Pisarcik fix it and send it back. But now I'm going to have an adjustable razor, and I'm pretty happy about that. I don't need necessarily to go all out. My most expensive razor is that 34C from McCore. I don't have a whole lot of razors, but I do have one of each kind. I have I have one gem. Well, I have two gems, one of which works. I have one straight single edge. I have one straight razor. I have two adjustables, one of which works. I have one open comb, one slant, one tech. I just have a couple of some, but mainly just as long as I have one of each for, you know, various situations and beard growths and smaller razors, 3 pieces that if I travel I can take with me, you know. And I have a few expensive blades, but really it's the blade in my experience that had made the shave really fantastic. It's not a big toe shave, guys. I just take the slope, I put it on my toes, and not me arse. It's a big toe shave, guys. I don't know if you know who that was. That was my impression of somebody I like a whole lot. Really cool dude. I'll tell you, there's a couple
use of inappropriate language.
There's a couple of guys I really admire and appreciate. And one of them's that Jeff Smith guy in Flash Boredom. I absolutely enjoy the shit out of watching those guys. I mean, if it wasn't for Flash, I wouldn't have made a video at all. And I may not even show this one, but I might, I don't know. So this razor is it's a Razor Rock Tech 2. It was $10. And I had the open comb handle I had was the Symmetry from Phoenix. And this is the handle, and it fit on there, and I just like it better. So, my first shaving video, and let's get to it. Always with the grain, of course. With the grain around the pimple, into the mustache, he scores! Oh,
bad language.
Sorry, Jimmy, I just don't. This is Jimmy Jr., remember him? Fuck.
Really bad guy.
I gotta go to work with
that jerk of a pimple on my cheek.
So the thing I like about this Tech 2, I mean, honestly, I like it. I like it a lot. It's so mild that I can shave three passes with it if I want, and I won't really have the irritation that, say, that slant or an open comb would give me, so I can really enjoy the shave, because I don't need baby butt smooth. I don't really care to get that. I just like to shave, so I'll do a few passes with the mild razor, get to use plenty of soap, and enjoy myself, honestly, because that's why I do this. I
really like to shave and use inappropriate language.
I just like the feeling. Putting lather on my face and cutting it off with
another bad word.
Surgical sharp instrument of manliness. So far this soap, I actually really like it. So I have the pre-shave on, keeping my face slick. I've heard it wasn't very slick soap or cream, but it's nice. I can feel that slickness big time, or that tingling big time, and it's slick enough from the pre-shave. So for $5, it's got my blessing, that's for sure. So also, if you don't have cream on your face, you're gonna do a couple passes. Don't go over it without cream or something to protect it. You're gonna go over it again. Save it for some cream on your face. I mean, why not, right? Oh, well, I can do that, right? See, that's a shave. I can do that with that right there. Oh, even down to my towel. Like, I bought this at a discount. It's a microfiber towel. It's used for cars, but it's super soft, super fluffy. It's like, feels like a rabbit. And it was $1. It was $1. Alright, just gonna do my second pass. I'm not sure how much, when I'm not doing my mustache today, I'm gonna kind of grow that out a little bit and connect the goatee. Alright, so I am gonna do a second pass. Across the grain, of course. Oh, I got a little bit of sauce, so check this out. Same place, TJ Maxx. There was a, they had the dot bag that had the label connected to it with string and whatnot, that it faded and they couldn't sell it in the store. So this dot bag, oh, I wish you could see that. It's a penguin, an original penguin. It's made of leather and it's nice. It's got all these compartments. $10 because it had a defective label. Watch out, Jim Jr.
Oh no, you're gonna go, oh god, oh god.
Can't stop using bad words, oh god, I'm sorry.
So dude, scratch and dent sales are like my favorite thing. And a lot of those websites have them, like Phoenix has them. Maggard Razor has them. Uncle John's, I don't know if he does or not, but if he doesn't, and he did, that'd be cool. Because I'd buy the shit
I'd buy the stuff out of his stuff.
I did also treat myself to some new soaps. Just the Parassos, because I've never tried Parasso soaps, and I've heard so much about them. And I'm really looking forward to trying them. Everybody says they're like a good in the middle kind of soap. Quality with a low price. And I can dig that. I mean, who couldn't, right? So I'm gonna rant a second about something that had just happened. I go to the laundromat across the street to do my laundry, because that's what you do at laundromats, right? I have a key to the laundromat because the owner, after we had talked a bit, he kind of gotten to trust me and like me, and I live right across the street, so I got a key. Well, there were some people standing outside. It wasn't open yet, and it was raining, and they're like, "Hey, man, I can't get in. They're closed." And I was like, "Oh, it's cool. I got a key," so I let them in. They'd never been to that laundromat before, and I let them in. They're all, "Thank you, thank you, thank you," and then they tell me, "We've never been to this one before," so I had showed them around inside, let them in the bathroom, told them which of the dryers and washers were good and which ones were crap. Because, like most laundromats, some of them are
not
shitty.
that great of
Well,
quality.
I told them these 3 dryers are the best. I can put my entire load in just one, and it'll dry my whole load. Just that one dryer for about $1. And they're like, "Oh, great, thanks." So I was like, "Yeah, no problem." So I put my stuff in, leave for a few minutes, went back, throw my stuff in the dryer, and here they had taken all 3 of those dryers.
And I was like, what the heck, man, what the heck?
I was like, "Well, that's not very considerate, is it? I let you guys in here, you could at least save me a dryer." He's like, "You said those are the best." And I was like, "Yeah, I got a load to do too, remember?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I didn't even think about you." I was like,
well,
shit.
shoot.
It was a bit inconsiderate. I didn't make a big deal of it, of course. I mean, it's just laundry.
But what a penis
dick
muncher.
eater,
I
man.
said,
I
"Hey, are you hungry?"
hungry?
He said,
"Yes,
"Yeah." I
eat
said,
dick."
"Hey, eat a nummy
No, I
nummy
didn't
penis."
really say that, but could you imagine? Tell you something that was funny that I did say to somebody was in a bathroom. Huh. If only every story started within the bathroom, right? It'd probably just be a shave video. So I'm at a restaurant eating with my family yesterday, and I think of myself as sometimes a funny person. So I'm in the bathroom and there was this guy next to me. Didn't know him from Adam, and he spits in the toilet. And I asked him, over the stall, I heard him spit, could see him from the corner of my eye. And I was like, you know why you spit in the toilet like that? There's a scientific reason why you alone spit in that toilet. He was like, no, why is that? I said, every time you see a dick, your mouth waters. He did not think it was funny. I was about to get punched in my mouth. Now, I thought it was hilarious. And after a few seconds of laughing, I was like, oh, buddy, I was just kidding. I'm sorry, man. He was like, yeah,
I'm not on that not straight with women stuff.
My apologies, man. Honestly, I'm sorry. Where's the sense of humor at, right? If somebody was to get... Oh, that's good.
Right there,
shit.
that's a high
If somebody was to get me with a joke remotely close to that, I'd like to think I would laugh. Life's too short to be hung up on being serious all the time.
Forget about it, right?
Also, I don't know how to edit videos, so you're with me start to finish. Probably the only one that's going to see this is Flash and Jeff, and that's alright. I like you guys. As I'm going to let the water out of my sink, wash off with dry, wash off with warm. I'm going to wash it off with the warm water, hit it with the alum block, incomplete with a rubber band, and get on to, the aftershave part. Oh, so the aftershave, some people already know this. Well, hold on. There's a sweet spot when the water's warm but got too hot. I gotta get in there while it's still warm. We're not hot. Alright. Super soft microfiber bunny towel. Alright. What was I saying? Hey Jimmy.
That's great, buddy.
Alright, so cold water now. Alum block. This is gonna hurt. Right there. And on Jimmy. Fuck yeah. Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. So yeah, guys, I do the big toe shave. I shave my big toe now, but next time I shave, it's gonna be me arse. I don't use the same brush to lather my toe that I do my arse. But since he shaves, he uses a human hairbrush. It was his hair, cause now he's bald. He just took his hair that fell out and made a brush. I'm just kidding, I'm not dogging anybody. I'm seriously not. Alright, so the alum is on. What I like to do when the alum is drying is kind of clean my stuff out, just to constantly be doing something, you know what I mean? So cleaning and making sure my shit is clean so it don't fall apart. It's gotta last forever, gonna last forever. Last forever, and I don't wanna pay no more for some shit. This is my brush, dried out. It's beautiful, isn't it? I was very happy with it. It was like $70. Most expensive shaving item I own. Gosh, I love it. It lathers up huge. And this is Thayer's Rose Petal Witch Hazel. I like this. Okay, dried enough. Bunny towel. Just pat dry, Alright. Witch hazel. Ah,
that feels nice.
And don't talk when you do that. Just a little word of advice from somebody who just drank some of that. So now I'm pretty soaked with witch hazel. And I'm going to try to dry it off for the sake of time, because I don't know how much time I have the video on my phone. Sometimes you got to shake your bunny clean. You got to dry it off by snapping your bunny. Alright. So this is a really good shape. It's not baby butt soft. And I might have a bit of irritation because I don't typically go against the grain. But I'm really having a good time making this video. So I did. But that's alright, because witch hazel really helps with that. And so the last part of my video got deleted in the process of me learning how to edit. So I'm going to end with this. Sorry for all the cursing that I did. This was my first video. I did not realize I cursed that much until I had to delete the video, go back, and then re-edit all the words that I had, well, you heard. Sorry. I won't have it again.